look at blood donations. Then later on, we see what students get for the holiday seasons.
All this plus weather, sports, and entertainment starting right now. Good evening and thanks for watching the last Tuesday news show of this semester. I'm Emily Biffinger.
And I'm Willis Scott. Let's get started.
A man drove his car onto the sidewalk and into a group of students before leaping from the vehicle with a butcher knife at Ohio State University on Monday. 11 people were injured, according to an article from the Associated Press. The suspect was shot to death by a police officer. Most were injured because of the car, but at least 2 people were injured from the stabbing. According to AP, one of the injured had a fractured skull. The shelter-in-place warning on the campus was lifted by Monday afternoon. According to AP, students had been advised to run, hide, or fight after having been alerted to an active shooter presence via tweets from the university. There has been an increased concern about attacks such as this from federal law enforcement, according to AP, as knifings or car attacks are easier to accomplish than bombings. Public school districts nearby in Columbus were placed on lockdown Monday. The Ohio State campus was declared safe just hours after the attack, and classes were canceled the remainder of the day.
In response to the Ohio incident, the Colorado State University Police Department offers tips and training for emergency situations. While the incident at OSU did not involve a shooter, the responses for violent situations remain the same. CSU PD has contingency plans in the event of such an emergency. While they don't share the details to prevent creating a public safety threat, a general plan can be found online at safety.colostate.edu. Prior to police arriving on scene, there are ways for individuals in emergency situations to stay alive. During any type of emergency, it is important to look for key information. People should be aware of the number of attackers, the appearance and height of the attackers, and the exits closest to them. CSU PD also has a resource video on their website. It provides a basic active shooter training that can be applied to a variety of situations.
Students have a variety of options available to them in order to prepare themselves for the impending finals week. Options include workshops offered by the Institute of Learning and Teaching, extended hours at the library, and therapy dogs. Morgan Library has extended hours for the 2 weeks leading into finals and during finals week. During finals week, the library will be open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. on Sunday. It will be open 6:30 in the morning to 2 the following morning, Monday through Thursday, and 6:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. In addition to studying, students can hang with the therapy dogs from 6 to 8 p.m. on Tuesday, December 6th in the Laurie Student Center, rooms 226 and 228.
The Garth England Blood Center bus was on campus today. The bus comes to CSU about every 56 days. 56 days is the minimum waiting period to donate blood after a previous donation. Students can donate blood on the bus. Before donating blood, you must fill out a questionnaire. The questionnaire asks about your health, sexual, and travel histories. The nurses also check your blood pressure and temperature to make sure you're healthy enough to donate blood. Phlebotomist Meredith Lynch says that they try to make donators as comfortable as possible.
70% of the people we see are anxious to give blood. A lot of people have reasons that are close to their heart, so they still do it even though they're anxious, but we're there to comfort you. It's not as bad as it seems. It's a very simple procedure, and just know that we're very nice. We're not there to hurt you. If anything were to happen, we're all really here just for the good of getting the blood. So we like calm people. We would prefer that you just come in, give it a shot, even if you're nervous. We'd talk you through it.
Make sure you eat before you donate blood. If you don't want to wait for the bus to come again, you can go to the Garth England Blood Center. It's located near South LeMay Street and East Elizabeth. The underpass at Prospect Road and Center Avenue opened today. The construction of the $6 million project took a full year. The underpass provides access to campus and the Aggie Village apartments from Center Avenue. According to the City of Fort Collins, the project was expected to take 10 months and was scheduled to be completed in July. A report in the Coloradoan says the construction started in early January. The project was approved because the intersection receives a lot of pedestrian and cyclist traffic. Nearly a quarter of all cyclists motorists and pedestrians entering campus pass through the Prospect and Center intersection. The underpass is not fully complete yet. Contractors are still working to finish a stairway, but both ramps are open. The underpass is part of an agreement between the City of Fort Collins and the university to expand campus and the Prospect corridor.
Sometimes finding the perfect gift for someone can be a real challenge. Now that is officially the holiday season, I went to the plaza to ask CSU students what is the weirdest gift they've ever received or given for the holidays. Thanksgiving is over, which means that Christmas time is here. I'm here on the plaza asking CSU students the weirdest thing they've either received or given for Christmas time.
Last year I got my friend Keely an acre of land on the moon.
I think the weirdest thing I've gotten was last year I got bacon flavored syrup.
You know, probably the weirdest gift I've given was to my aunt. We always have an inside joke about having big boobs, and she wants bigger boobs, so I gave her like a fake boob implant with balloons. It was a white gift. It was so funny, white elephant gift. It was hilarious, though. So yeah, it was weird. That was it, definitely.
So just last year, my grandma was desperate for stocking stuffers for my brother and I, and we have a couple cats. So she's stopping at Walgreens trying to not let us see what she's stuffing in our stockings, and she grabs a couple of dog toys and puts them in our stockings, and we have no dogs. She has no dogs. There's no one to give these to. I ended up giving it to my girlfriend for her dog at home, but there was no reason to have these snowman launching dog toys.
The weirdest thing I've been given, it was for a white elephant thing, and it was like a box of Beats, like headphones, but there was actual Beats in it. So.
It's not super weird, but I bought my best friend one of those mermaid tail blankets, and it's really awesome, and I got really excited when I got it. When I got it in the mail, it's like twice as long as I am tall. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, she could like wrap her entire body in this. I thought it was going to be like the length of her legs, you know, but it's ridiculously long, and I thought it was hilarious.
A full-sized turkey that you can shoot a bow and arrow at?
Well, it wasn't me who got it, but 2 years ago my mom received nipple tassels from some of her workers.
Now that we've heard what CSU students have received, I think the weirdest present I've gotten was a scrapbook album my uncle made with only pictures of himself for me. He told me he wanted to make sure I didn't forget what he looked like while I'm in college. Willis, what is the weirdest gift you've ever given or received holiday time?
The weirdest gift? Okay,
Yes.
well, I try not to give people weird gifts. I probably should. I've got some really good ideas now. But as far as weird gifts I've gotten, I don't know. I'm glad that you asked, though, because my birthday was just a couple weeks ago, and I want to show everybody what you got me. Take a look at this. These are reindeer socks, very seasonal. Yeah, courtesy of Emily. So
I
not
got
a weird
those.
gift, but a really nice one.
I thought they look great on you.
Yeah.
The red really just pops.
I think that photo album idea is a really good one. That sounds pretty neat. What other kind of gifts have you gotten from your uncle?
Oh, just from my uncle, he found a painting of a unicorn from like the Ark or somewhere that I'm pretty sure a blind kid painted. But it was really sweet. Like there was some thought in there. I mean, somewhere.
Unicorns are nice. Sure.
Right, I heard you gave a girl a pony once.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, that's a story. That's a story. I still have the horse, which is nice. She's got a boyfriend, and I've got my horse. So, all right. That's it for our last news block of the semester. But anchor Elizabeth Prasse has the full weather forecast coming up.
Then later we have sports and entertainment.
KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Hello, weather anchor Elizabeth Prasse here with your final Tuesday weather update of the semester. It's cold here in Fort Collins, currently 30 degrees, and with these strong winds coming out of the northwest, we've got gusts near 30 miles per hour. We have an 18-degree wind chill, so very cold and blustery tonight, and we've got lots of clouds. So if you're headed out to Sundance for your two-step-in Tuesday, make sure you grab the coat along with your cowboy boots. At 9 o'clock, cold and windy. We're going to have 28 degrees with a 17-degree wind chill. By midnight, clearing up just a little bit. Those clouds will clear away. Still going to be cold, 22 degrees with 11-degree wind chill. So bundle up tonight. Now across the state of Colorado, we're going to start seeing some single digits for our overnight lows. And if you like math, look at this. Gunnison plus Alamosa, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 in Telluride. A little fun for you. Now Fort Collins, 20 degrees for our overnight lows. Warmest along the I-25 corridor, but as we head toward the eastern plains, 21 in Lamar, Burlington, and in Sterling. So as you can see, we're finally starting to feel a little bit more like winter as we end November and head into December. For your Wednesday, boot weather and sweater weather has arrived here in Fort Collins. I've got my boots on here in the studio, so grab that hat. Tomorrow it will be windy, and jeans, your sweater, and of course your boots to keep you warm. Now tomorrow morning, we're going to have a mixture of sun and clouds, 22 degrees at 8 a.m. with a wind chill at 14 degrees. But we're going to have those winds as the sun comes out by lunchtime, winds gusting at 20 miles per hour. So while we're above freezing, that wind chill will put us right at the freezing mark. And 4 p.m. as that sun begins to set, still going to be cold and windy. The sun will still be out just a little bit before it sets. But as you can see, still going to have a wind chill below freezing tomorrow afternoon. So going to be a cold fall day for you. Now across the state of Colorado, we're going to see temperatures above freezing for the most part. 39 degrees in Fort Collins, 38 in Denver, 36 in the Springs, and 41 degrees in Pueblo. Also see 40s in Lamar and Burlington. Only below freezing as we head toward the mountains. 20 degrees in Vail, Gunnison, 22 in Telluride, and 30 degrees in Alamosa. Now the good news is November has been naughty, and it has been nice. It was naughty because we saw some very warm temperatures, 81 degrees November 16th, and 22 days were spent above average. But on the other end, November was nice because we received our first snowfall. As you notice, it's November 17th, the day after our 81-degree day. We got 2.3 inches here in the fort, and all 30 days in November were spent above freezing, so pretty nice. Now, as we head toward December, if you're looking for a chance to go out and enjoy the Christmas lights in Old Town, this Saturday we're going to see a low 21 degrees, Sunday a low 23 degrees. Overall, though, no snow in the forecast, so a great chance to grab your roommate, your friend, significant other if you want a date night, and really go enjoy this Christmas-like weather that we have here in Fort Collins. Well, that's all the weather news I have for you, Rams. Good luck on finals. I'm not going to forecast any snow, but I am going to forecast some A's for you. Have a wonderful and very Merry Christmas and New Year, and we'll see you in 2017.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft. To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Hello Rams, I'm your sports anchor Tim McCall, here to tell you all the latest in the world of Rams sports. In men's basketball news, for the first time in his career, CSU senior forward Emmanuel Amagbo has been named the Mountain West Conference Player of the Week. This honor was given to Amagbo after he recorded a double-double in each of the Rams' 3 victories last week. Amagbo was able to reach double-digit point totals in each game, largely in part to his ability to draw fouls and get to the free throw line, as he averaged over 6 free throw attempts per game last week. Amagbo also showcased his toughness on the glass, as he was able to average an impressive 14 rebounds per game. Amagbo is the Rams' leading scorer and leading rebounder this season, averaging a double-double through the team's first 6 games. The Rams' next test will come against in-state rival, the University of Colorado, on Wednesday in Boulder. This will be the 62nd time these teams have played each other in Boulder, and unfortunately, CSU has only won 8 of those matchups. However, the Rams have won their previous 3 games in Boulder, and if Emmanuel Amagbo can continue his dominating play, look for the Rams to win their 4th straight in Boulder. The CSU women's basketball team will also be in action Wednesday night, with a 7 p.m. matchup in Moby Arena against the University of Denver. The Rams, who are 2-3 on the year, are looking to bounce back from a tough loss to nationally ranked Oklahoma on Sunday. The Pioneers, who are 2-4 on the season, are riding a 2-game losing streak heading into Fort Collins. Look for the Rams to bounce back versus Denver and bring their record back to 500 on the season. In football news, a CSU record that stood for an incredible 90 years was finally broken in this week's titanic performance against San Diego State. Rams senior wide receiver Robert Ruiz fielded a San Diego State punt at his own 9-yard line before sprinting 91 yards to the end zone for what has become the longest punt return in the history of CSU football. This eclipsed the old record of 90 yards, a record that was set by Glenn Davis on October 16, 1926, in a game against the University of Denver, in which Davis also started at quarterback. Ruiz's 91-yard punt return is a reminder that all records are made to be broken, even if it takes 90 years to do so. As for Ruiz and the Rams, they are eagerly awaiting to learn which, if any, bowl game they will be playing in this year. They will find out this Sunday when the bowl game matchups are announced. Be sure to check out collegian.com to learn whether or not the Rams will be playing in a bowl game this December. In CSU volleyball news, yesterday the Mountain West Conference recognized 5 Rams players with all-conference honors. Juniors Sonia Chismic, Jasmine Hanna, and Alexandra Paletto, as well as first-year players Katie Oleksic and Kirsty Hillier, all put together impressive statistical seasons. After another strong year, Alexandra Paletto was given all-conference honors for the 2nd consecutive year. Katie Oleksic averaged over 11 blocks per set, more than any other freshman in the entire country. And Kirsty Hillier led the Mountain West Conference in blocks per set with just over 1.5 per game. Sonia Chismic and Jasmine Hanna also had impressive campaigns, finishing 1st and 2nd for the Rams in kills per set. With the impacts that these players had for the Rams this year, it is clear to see that each and every one of them is deserving of their all-conference honors. These 5 players and the rest of the CSU volleyball team received an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament this weekend, making it the 22nd consecutive season that CSU has made the tournament. The Rams will take on the University of Kentucky this Friday at 6 p.m. in Seattle. Don't forget to check collegian.com to see if your Rams can advance in this postseason. That's all we have for sports tonight. Thank you so much for watching sports this whole semester. When we get back, Nicole Heins and Ryan Crist will give you the latest and greatest in the world of entertainment.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicole Heins.
And I'm Ryan Crist.
Welcome back. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving break, but now it's time to start preparing for finals.
Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. First, let's catch you up on all things entertainment that happened while we were gone.
We were on a break! We were on a break! We were on a break!
The late night host James Corden has been announced to be the host of the Grammys come February. If it is anything like his show and Carpool Karaoke, it should be pretty good.
Noah Cyrus released a music video for her new song, Cry. That's a shocker. I mean, I didn't even know she could sing. So when the song dropped, I was shocked.
Last Monday, Kanye West was persuaded by family members to go to the hospital after a call to authorities reported the rapper acting erratically with his personal trainer.
Taylor Swift spent Thanksgiving with her friends and they participated in the Mannequin Challenge. They spent their time on a beach and broke out into dance. Check it out if you haven't already seen it. All right, that's everything that happened over break. Now let's talk about what's going on.
Sleighs, but now you can spell it S-L-E-I-G-H. That's right, she has a new clothing line for the holiday season. Clothes range from sweatshirts that read, I slay all day, I came to slay crop tops, and even underwear that says, boy, bye. The items are already a huge hit with fans, but who isn't a fan of literally anything Beyonce produces? Let's just say they are crazy in love with her holiday spirit.
Tyga got the best birthday present he could have ever gotten on Friday. He was served. Legal documents, that is. He did not seem to care that much and tossed the papers aside to go party with his friends in Hollywood. Maybe he should have paid those car payments on his Ferrari instead of getting his kid a jumpsuit that matches his car.
In case you are, I guess, were a fan of One Direction, listen up. The 4 remaining band members have been expanding their horizons this year. Niall has been testing the waters as a solo artist, Harry is trying out acting, Louis is also working on some solo music, and Liam has been busy being a father. But in a recent interview with Sunday People magazine, Niall stated that, quote, "We will be back. We would not be silly not to. Ridiculous. At the moment, we are all just doing our own thing," end quote. Who knows if the boy band will actually get back together. Eventually, they'll just get too busy to forget about the idea and not be one-man bands. I mean, I know all you fangirls want them to get back together, but it might not happen. For now, you're just going to have to listen to What Makes You Beautiful on repeat in your bedroom.
Dictionary.com released the word of the year as xenophobia, which means the fear or hatred of foreigners. The dictionary commented on the reasoning behind the choice by saying, quote, "This particular year saw fear rising to the surface of cultural discourage," end quote. Previous years' winners have been identity and exposure. The real question I have is, how do they pick the word of the year?
Well, that is all the time we have for you tonight. This has been our last Tuesday news show of the semester.
But don't worry, we have more this week. Make sure to watch our cooking show tomorrow or our Thursday news.
We had a fun time providing you the latest in the world, and we will see you when we return from winter break. Good night, Rams.